Welcome back to the Price of Business. I'm your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about you and your business. I'm doing a series of stories on mid-market companies. You know that. Any listener to the show knows that. You know, they're kind of a little bit of a mystery because we spend so much ink, showing my age, on the romantic small businesses and the mysterious enterprise-level companies, but not a whole lot of time on the mid-market companies. And so that's part of the reason why I've been doing this series. Michael Larkins is going to help us navigate this a little bit. He's going to tell us his own experiences as the president of a company called Suna Solutions. Welcome to the program, Michael. How are you today?
Good morning, Kevin. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking.
Why don't we start off real quickly with your elevator speech?
Great. Well, at Suna Solutions, we primarily provide HR consulting services, retained search and direct hire search capabilities, as well as temporary staffing services. We're headquartered here in California, but we operate nationally. We also have an operation over in India that consists of recruiters and sourcers to help us with some of our larger engagements here stateside. The verticals that we primarily focus in on are human resource type positions, IT, technical, engineering, and we dabble a little bit in finance and accounting. Here in San Diego, we find there's a growing need for biotech and nanotech, so that's kind of a smaller segment of our overall business, but that's a portion that contributes to it. And I've been in the industry about 25 years, have had the chance to work with some good companies, but have benefited by working with some great people. So over the years have been able to be exposed to some excellent ideas and some great folks, and I think that's really helped accelerate our growth in the last couple of years.
Okay, very interesting. Tell me a little bit about, first of all, how large is your company, and kind of give me a little bit of an overview of the verticals you're working with.
Yeah, the verticals that we target primarily are going to be in the technical space. And because we have a lot of focus here in California, we have locations in the Bay Area as well as San Diego. We find a lot in technical and engineering and software development seems to be a big growth area now. More recently, the trend has been to see more cybersecurity related positions. We've been placing a lot in the direct hire space. It's been interesting how the industry has evolved a little bit. We're seeing tremendous growth in the direct hire business, as well as what we call payroll, where candidates are pre-identified. And I'm sure that it has to do a lot with the emergence and continuing advent of social media, where a lot of individuals and talent are found through referrals, and so we find the clients that want to put them on our payroll for a short period of time. So kind of both polar opposites end of the spectrum in our industry. But those are primarily where we're seeing some growth and where we find ourselves really kind of investing more and more. The other big area of growth is in government contracting. There are new requirements related to OFCCP, related to inclusion and the makeup of the workforce. So we're seeing growth with government subcontractors, specifically with the placement of transitioning veterans, military personnel, and persons with disabilities.
Very good. So what would you say is the sweet spot in terms of size of companies you work with?
Yeah, the ideal target we go after, Kevin, are probably anywhere from between 50 and about 200 employees. We find that to be a good niche for us because frequently some of those smaller firms are emerging, they're growing. Right now, many of them are faced with the ACA requirements, which require anybody with 50 or more employees to put together some healthcare plans. So we're seeing a lot of questions being asked. We believe that we bring value with those organizations because they don't necessarily have a strong centralized human resource or talent acquisition component. So that's kind of a sweet spot for us. And then we also feel that those are the emerging companies that are going to grow into, the 500 employee to 1,000 employees. So we like getting in at the entry level. That's really helped to drive our HR consulting business as these smaller companies begin to face the challenges that large organizations do with regard to human capital management, some of the compliance issues, and we find it to be a very effective niche for us to be able to bring value. And that's really what we try to do, is to differentiate ourselves through bringing value where clients appreciate the relationship.
Yeah. So the vast majority of your clients are mid-market or higher or bigger.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. We do have some smaller companies that we work with, but for the most part, I would say that they're middle market and emerging. So we work with probably, I'd say a third of our client base is probably Fortune 1000, but the majority of them, a lot of our smaller companies that some of them are venture capital backed, and we love participating in that process too. We work specifically with some venture capital firms as they go out to look for acquisitions and mergers, and bringing some skills that to the merger and acquisition process through due diligence to help them understand what they're buying.
Yeah. With that, I got to wrap it up. Michael Larkins, he's been our guest. And delighted to have you on the program today. He is with a company called Suna Solutions, and you can learn more about them at Suna.com. Thanks so much, Michael.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Have a great day, Kevin.
When we come back, much more for you. Do want to remind you, best content here shows up over there at USDailyReview.com, and this is The Price of Business.